Welcome to Jumpgate. This is a game I played 20 years ago. Didn't want to play EVE Online because it was a point-and-click game, and it seemed so hokey at the time. The first day I went mining, I point-and-click to a belt and worked to it, and as I worked to it, it was a crescent, and my first thought was, that's not a ring around a moon or a planet, that's just a crescent pointing in a random direction that isn't aligned to anything, and that looks really incredibly stupid. And you know what? Playing this game for the first time for a couple hours in 20 years, and I went and mined a single roid. It was just so immersive, and what I wanted to do is create. I was an OCD data freak back then too, and I made star charts.
Charging weapons and defense systems. Please stand by.
And I was always into FAQs, even back in 1999 when I played Homeworld, the game. And I thought I was the mechanics guy, but really, it's not that at all. I like immersion. I like immersion a lot. And the ability to make star charts was like asteroids over there, right? But in the distance there'd be a rareroid, say, over there, and I go, okay, so you point towards here, you turn this way at angle, and you go until you just miss, just have the Stargate there, and then you've got this roid here, so you aim for this star right here, just to the southwest of it. I made a screenshot with pictures and everything, and then you would head in that direction until the Stargate behind you, which is that one, was X amount of distance away, and you should be right on top of the roid. And I did that for all the systems around the green Quantar faction. This is Octavian space right now. The baby eaters, the red ones, the combat people. Solarians were kind of like Caldari. Oops, wrong one. Yeah. Gotta press. It's mapped to spacebar for some reason, but it used to be J, so I remapped it to J. Alright, and mouse wheel. Where's, uh-oh, crap. Ah, there it is. Okay, I went to the wrong jump gate. Alright, off I go. And it was immersive. I made these star charts that was immersive, and the developers, because of that, I believe, they coded in a protocol which would give you coordinates for. It was, shortly after my star charts got kind of famous, that they were like the developers of EVE Online. What would happen is there was a help channel, and every time the developers would enter the help channel, the PvP griefers would just kiss their epeens, like, massively. They'd be like just so obviously kissing their ass, and everything was wonderful, and thank you so much for having this game, blah blah blah, and kiss their butts. Suggest griefing is cool, which they agreed. They like griefing, but you started to wonder if it was just because of epeen that it's just like, the nullsec blocks kissing epeen, and then CCP getting in the idea that griefing is awesome. you know? And the griefers in Help Channel, where the devs would show up for their worship, would give the most asinine advice. Basically the old, before get good got coined, right? But it would be like a noob would come in and politely ask, hey, what beginning ship should I get? What's the next ship I should get for? What should I aim for as a noob? And blah, blah. And the elitist prigs would always say, well, you have to have, this ship. And it'd be the most expensive combat ship ever. And would take 25 rank and millions of credits. And what the noobs would do, and you can see it plain as day, is they'd be very polite and they'd back away slowly from Help Channel and go, thank you very much. And their wallets would do the, crap. Their wallets would do the talking. And they just simply leave the game. And never got over 2,000 players. We realized we needed 10,000 at least, probably 20k. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's not good. Oh dear. The Conflux, it was one of the AI pirates. They don't play nice. So, yeah, I loved mentoring, and it was fun because, just like Eve Online, I could anticipate the noob's next question, because mentoring people reminded me of being a noob in Jumpgate, and I was able to remember what did I think, what stumbling block did I have when I asked a certain question, got an answer, what was the next stumbling block I had, and it was really fun, and I was able to help the noobs, and it was fun because you got to feel like a noob again, because you'd try to remember, okay, what did I do when I took that first step as a noob, and not knowing how to do X, and what was the next logical stumbling block, and then I would be able to anticipate the question. And sometimes it would be difficult because they added a different question, and I might assume they asked something else, and the communication was difficult because it was basically text-based, right? But it was fun, it was enjoyable, and I loved mentoring people. I found I had a real knack with communication. Sometimes it's difficult when you start because you make a lot of assumptions, and you could get a wrong assumption. It was a bit of it took me many years to be careful of making just being aware that I made an assumption. But it was fun. The star charts were great because it was very immersive, and when the devs coded the protocol, it was just like a GPS, and it took all the fun, all the immersion out of it, because it was just a couple and two numbers that got you the longitude and latitude of the asteroid you wanted to get to, and you just plugged it into your protocol and you just fly straight at it. It gave you a waypoint basically. Which was a shame because it was just, but I still loved doing my star charts because I had them memorized by then, and it was immersive and fun. And that's, I think, the Explorer, the Bartles type Explorer, is they like exploring because they want to immerse themselves in the game. And it's funny playing this game and glancing at Hobelix. Do you know what the first thought that comes to my mind, when I look at that, is baubles, because I'd just been trying Sea of Thieves, and it's cute. It's very cute. It's also got lots of baubles, but you know, they're pretty campy and it's cute. But the problem is that looking at Hobo Leaks right then, it was CCP is in the business of saying baubles to people for 20 years. They have got so much money off of skins and plex that it's no longer even possible for them to conceive of their community as a bunch of players who love science fiction. They just see it as a cash cow, and they love griefing. I mean, if you watch the FanFest a bit about how they're redefining the word griefing in the game, and you just think it's just, to them they're redefining it in order to sell things and kiss ass with the griefers, because it's just so asinine, their definition, right? So it's really sad to Rainview Octavian. Sweet. I think this is neutral space right now. The Gurge? Lol. Actually turn this just like the... Oh wait, I have to use this. It's kind of cute. Of course it reminds me of EVE Online, but this is my first spaceship mog. And it slowly died because, well, the devs were a bunch of dinks, and the griefers just took over help, and there was no moderation. Sound familiar? But we just didn't have the threshold of survivability, and I knew that from the get-go with EVE Online that if threshold was dipped below 20,000 and never went above it ever again, that was the death knell. And it would just, you know, the servers, the people who ran the servers would just, you know, go, yeah, no, we're shutting it down. And because it just cost them more money than they were making, or at least not enough, you know. And they went and did other things. I don't know what the developers went and did, but they tried to make a second version of Jumpgate, but it was just vaporware. You could tell from the get-go. Just like Star Citizen always was, you know. I'm tempted by Elite Dangerous, but I tell you, this 20-year-old game has more immersion than freaking EVE Online ever had. It's just because as a miner, when you look at the piss poor excuses of asteroid belts, I mean, the asteroids in this game are just like, they're over there. See on the radar right there, right? They're that away, and they're in a string, and they're a cluster. And I just got a new radar too, so give me a sec. It's 20K. I love this radar type. It's exactly 20K, and it's perfect. But yeah, you can see a lot, and they're like, they don't move. They're fixed in space. But they're not in these stupid... They're not in these stupid, and the help channel is basically the main tee. J, if you're talking and you're press J, you could have this string of J's in chat, usually followed by shit because they impacted a pylon, because if you bump into that sucker, you'll... Okay. Alright, cool. Oh. Alright, probably real life stuff. Waypoint. Yay, go stop. Okay, so off we go. Quantar space. My space. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. Because even though it doesn't have planets, and the solar system that EVE Online does, the solar system of EVE Online doesn't revolve about the sun or anything like that either. But it's... Oh, crap. Yeah, it's just the asteroids you fly towards, and it's, you know, there's no point and click. It's very, you know, you're flying between gates. You're not, you know, it's not, hey, I'm aligning to something, and clicking on something and choosing the option to align towards it. I'm actually, basically, it's like a joystick game, and it's so refreshing, and it makes me sad how the potential of EVE was just squandered so much that I'm playing a 20-year-old game, and I want to mine in this game. It's just, I'm a miner, I just love mining. It's just, a lot of people love mining. It's just, you want to exploit the resources of the solar system, and you can fly to a void. It'll look like pixelated, like an early version of EVE Online, but it won't be these stupid crescents, and it will look like a cluster of asteroids, and it will be really fun to go to because they all look different. It's all like there's no cookie cutter pattern to any system's asteroids, and yeah, it's just so cool. And I want to play Elite Dangerous. It just seems so intimidating. You know, I've got the game installed. I bought it a long time ago. I try to play it. It's kind of like this game in its flight dynamics, kind of. Not as cool though. Okay. Oops, did I go to the wrong... Where am I? Yeah, guess I failed to click a system. It won't give you the next. If you click, this is your destination, it won't give you, like, if you set destination in EVE, you've got to set each waypoint's destination. It was a 2001 game, so a break. But yeah. Omni 5. And I love this game. Lack of population, because when I initially was playing the game, you know, there was like 1,000 people playing, and I was unable to when I was able to, I have no idea what that means. But with such a low, like, there's only, I'm sure that's the only other player on the server right now. And there's a website you can check the population too. It'll tell you the names of the players. It's really neat. Anyways, so sorry. That I can actually check out prices at each station, knowing that everything's in demand, and I can check what's being supplied by the AI and not what's needed by the players to generate things, right? So in that sense, it's really cool that I'll be able, it's a controlled environment. I'll be able to explore the pricing of items at each station in a stable, controlled environment, which is really an opportunity I've never had before. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of it. I know in my heart that once I get going and people find out Muffy is playing the game again, a few will flock back to play the game, because I'll have information that they've always wanted to have but never had the temperament to go about exploring. Oh, okay, at a CP, it's a huge, and it's rare, okay. Alright. Yeah, for me, it's just the basics right now. What items are being produced without player interaction at stations. Being interested in is Clutch's Hold always in need of helium, because it's, the controlled environment. Which stations are asking for that kind of thing? Can I take advantage of that? Personally, I'll visit that station and look what it supplies, the AI supplies, what it produces, and what the I'm pretty sure there's caps of stuff, right? So, woohoo! Alright, whatever. I am going to avoid the I need to take out, there's it's a upgrade you plug into your ship. It's given to all the noobs at start. It's the autopilot. You fly into it and it'll slow you down and direct you into station. But yeah, it's so immersive to be able to, like the old Elite game, where you actually had to manually fly into dock. So I'll do that now for you, because watch me blow up. But yeah, it's just getting back on a bike. Oh shit. Cheers. Yeah, I suppose it'll help me out. I am rank 2. So I won't be able to really afford anything, but it'll help me explore, buy items so I can go check the prices on other stations, right? Oh my god, there's somebody there. I'll probably impact. Oh god. Now watch me blow up. No. That's not gonna do it. No, that's not gonna do it. Oh, I think I'm gonna do it. Oh god.
Backing or simulation.
screenshots of this, actually. Thankfully, I'm recording a video, so I'll be able to record what happens when you hit the ranks, because I don't think we have a database telling you what happens when you reach rank 2, what you can use. I didn't actually see it on a website recently, so yeah. Cute. And that's probably docking manually. What is local? I think F1 is faction, and he was flying a Quantar ship. I don't think it shows you a station population, or the people. You know, there's no like local. There's no docked list of people. It's just, whoever wanted to say hi, or whoever you saw in space. It was just, it was just a population. Mostly friendly people. And that's probably danger. But, some people just, A, don't speak English, and B, aren't interested in talking. It's not like everybody will be chatty. So I completed the mission, and basically I just wanted to talk about the game. I didn't want to spend a lot of time online. Yeah, it's an immersive little game. It's very small, easy to get into. It's a MOG. It's got one server. It's fun. Not sure if I'm back onto help, but yeah, usually where you're placed. But anyways, who knows? Maybe you logged or something. Oh, cute. All right, good night.